Welcome back to John R. Prospecting. Today, we are going to be going through a package that I just got in the mail today on the 27th of March. So, I just ordered this a couple of days ago. I was actually shocked it came that quick, especially where it's coming from, which is Hope, Alaska, and it's from the Peeking Doe. Just last week, Flash in Your Pan on YouTube had a guest from a TV show, Gold Rush Whitewater, on there. Her name was Kayla Johanson, and she sells pay dirt. And I actually went ahead and I bought some bags of pay dirt from her Etsy store. I will leave a link to her store. You could see her pay dirt. There's a guaranteed amount. So I think it's kind of going to be like another novelty pay dirt because of who it's from and also from another TV show, Gold Rush Whitewater. It's also featured on Discovery Channel's shows along with Gold Rush with Parker and Tony Beats. So this is Gold Rush's Whitewater gold. So according to her website, this is actually gold from, I believe it's called McKinley Creek, I believe. If I'm wrong, I will leave it in the screen somewhere in a text. And I guess the pay dirt from here is also from the dredge, where she dredges. So let's actually open it up and take a look at it. Now, the packaging is really good, actually. It came just the way how it is. It came in one small flat rate box inside the padded flat rate envelope. And we got another box in here as well. Like I said, I ordered a couple of bags. So let's actually open up this one first. And I already cut it to make it easier for me to open it up on camera. And here's the bag. It came in a Ziploc as well, which is always awesome. Just in case if the bag breaks during transit, which obviously it did not. There's no pay dirt in this one. So, as you guys could see, Alaskan Gold Paydirt, Guaranteed Gold. Straight from the Alaskan mountains to your pan. And this is dug by Kayla Johanson herself. And like I said, her store on Etsy is called the Peeking Doe. So this is one bag. Let's open up the second box. And here's another bag. Also as well, it came in the small flat rate with a Ziploc. Let's check it to make sure that there's no material on the bag, which the bag did not burst, so we could take it out. In fact, it does look like there's a very tiny bit of material in here. So just in case, we're going to put it back in the Ziploc, and we're going to leave it in there until we pan it out. Just to be safe. I don't know how small the gold is or how big it is, so we're going to leave it in the Ziploc. And let's see here. We got one more bag. Same just like the other ones. Came in the box with the two, and with a Ziploc bag. Always awesome. It just has that extra little protection for just in case if anything does happen to the bag. I don't think there's any material in here, so I think we could probably take it out of the bag. I don't see any material on the bag itself. Nope. So we could take that one out as well. So packaging, really good so far. Like I said, there is a... Alright, that's just the bag, but no materials coming out. So, like I said, there is a guaranteed amount. And again, it was dug by Kayla Johanson from Gold Rush's hit show, Gold Rush Whitewater. So that's how we're going to leave them. This one came by itself. This one came together. So let's actually grab a tub and let's take a look at the material. We'll pan the one that came by itself. So let's open her up. So the paydirt, like I said, is the stuff that the dredge has caught. So these are going to be tailings from the dredge. So let's actually pour the material out and take a look at it. Yeah, it's really dark material already. You could see it. So I don't know how hard this is going to be to pan, but I do see gold already. Let me show you. There's a piece of gold right there in front of my finger. Let's see if we can get it. Yep, right there. That's the piece of gold that I see. See it kind of shimmering right there? That's a piece of gold. And there's actually a few pieces up there. Look at that. One there, 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 and there. All throughout this already. This is going to be some awesome stuff to pan. Check that out. Alright, let's pour the rest in the tub and take a look at it. I'll tell you one thing, it definitely looks like the stuff from the TV show because that stuff is some dark material. Alright, let's make sure there's no more material in the bag. Make sure we got it all out, which looks like we did. Yep, nothing's moving around in there. Alright, so now let's actually check it for magnetics and see if there's any magnetics in here. Not really. Wow. And look what I just saw. Check that out. That's a piece of gold. How awesome. That is a nice flake of gold. Wow. Check that out. And we are also going to see what we get in each bag. Like I said, there is a guaranteed, I'll just say it, 1/2 gram in each bag. So we'll get 1.5 grams total. Let's just see if there's 1/2 gram in each bag. Let me go get my panning pan, my catch pan with some water, and we'll start panning the Peeking Doe Paydirt from Kayla Johanson from Gold Rush Whitewater. And we'll be right back when we're ready to start panning. Alright, so I went ahead and I got my catch pan, my panning pan with some water and some jet dry. So now we could start panning out bag number 1. As we write that down on here, we are going to say bag number 1. So we got bag number 1. Alright. Let me go grab a classifier and we'll classify it. One classification. We'll be right back. Alright, so we just got done classifying that material. Here is the plus 10 material. I did see, I believe it was just one piece of gold. Not too bad. So here's the plus 10 material. Here is the minus 10 plus 20 material. Not a whole lot. So and the only reason why I did separate it, these three, was because I was seeing a lot of finer gold. So I have one more classification. And this is the minus 20 material. I think majority of it is probably the minus 10 plus 20. And then probably this. And then the plus 10. So we're actually going to start panning this out because, like I said, I was seeing a lot of gold in this material. Alright, so let's start panning it out and see what this does to the water. I think that's probably about a third of the material, maybe a little bit more. So let's pan it out and see what happens. Looks like the water's turning really dark already. The material blends in with my pan. As you guys can see how dark that material is, but it don't seem like it's going to be that hard because there's no magnetics. But let's pan it out and see what happens. The one thing is that since the material is dark, I'm really going to see that gold. And I'll be able to see if the gold is actually coming down when I'm panning the light material off. So the panning shouldn't be that difficult, I don't think. So far, it don't seem that bad. Just really want to see the gold because I've never seen McKinley Creek gold. McKinley Creek, that was Dustin Hurt's new claims that he just got last year, I believe. So he started this year for his first year mining it, which would have actually been last summer. I'm hearing that the TV show Gold Rush Whitewater is supposed to be starting again sometime in April, but they're not too sure of the dates that it's supposed to come back out on Discovery Channel or Discovery Plus. So far, it's fairly easy to pan. Not too bad so far. And in fact, Kayla is actually she runs the second crew. Dustin runs the first one, and Kayla runs the second one. So she's the boss. She started, I believe, last year, so I think this may be her second season on the TV show, which is awesome. And I guess she's been dredging for a long time. Like I said, I'll leave the link to Flash in Your Pan's video from last week when they were hosting her on the show. It's not that hard at all. It's fairly easy paydirt to go through. And as you guys could see, we do have gold in the pan. Just give you a little sneak peek. Alright, I don't know how much more I'm going to pan it down, because I don't want that gold just to magically start showing and I start washing the gold off. Because like I said, this stuff flows right off of the pan. We'll do it one more time, I guess. Alright, let's back pan it and take a look at the gold. Look at that gold showing up. Alright, let me show you the gold. Alright, let's zoom you guys in. Check that out. Nice amount of gold so far in the first classification. Super fine. That's all small gold, as you guys can see. So let's zoom you guys back out. Alright. So now, let's suck the gold up in the snuffer bottle. Alright. So I'm going to go through this material one more time just to make sure I didn't miss any gold. And then I'm going to start panning out some more of that minus 20 material. And we'll be right back when we get it down before we see the gold. So we shall be right back. Alright, we got that material down. So now let's back pan it and let's take a look at the gold. Alright, so I already started to back pan it, but I didn't want to do it all, which, as you guys saw, I still had some more back panning to do. And this was the rest of the minus 20 material. Alright, let me show you the gold that we got from the rest of the minus 20 material. Check that out. A nice big old smile of gold. That is awesome. Yeah, there's some smaller stuff on the side here, but wasn't too hard to pan out, which was awesome. Let me zoom you guys back out. Alright, let's suck this gold up in the snuffer bottle. And again, I'm going to go through that material one more time just to make sure we don't have any more gold in it. And I'm going to start panning out the minus 10 plus 20 material, because this was the minus 20 material. So I'm going to start panning that out and we'll be right back. Alright, we got all the minus 10 plus 20 material all panned out. Let me back pan it now and show you if there's any gold in the material, which I know there is because we saw it when we were classifying it. Alright, let me show you the gold from the minus 10 plus 20. Let me zoom you guys in. There you go. We got about 12 pieces of gold right there. I think that's probably the biggest piece. And these all are super flat pieces of gold. Very awesome looking stuff. So let me zoom you guys back out. Alright. So now let's suck this gold up in the snuffer bottle. Alright. right. And I know there's nothing left in here because I would have saw it when we were back panning it. As you guys could see, there's nothing in here. So, all right. So now we're going to start panning the plus 10 material. And I believe there is at least one piece of gold in it. So I'm going to start panning it out. We'll be right back before we start back panning it and show you the gold. So we shall be right back. All right, we just got done panning the plus 10 material. So let me show you the gold that we found once we back pan it again. Some very interesting material in here. There was a lot of like quartz in this material. There was a lot of white rocks in here. Very interesting stuff. Very cool though, but very interesting. Get the water out. All right, let me show you, and let's zoom you guys in. Check that out. Some awesome looking plus 10 chunky gold. Not too sure if they're pickers or not. We will find out in a second. But that's some awesome looking gold right there. This piece over here is very flat. That's a little rough. It's got a little character to it, which is awesome. Now let's zoom you guys out. All right. So now let's see if these are actually pickers. Yeah, I picked that one up. That one is too flat, I can't, but there you go. Check it out. Some very flat piece of gold. If it had just a little bit more to it, I could pick it up. It just gets stuck to my finger and that's how I pick it up. But this one I could definitely pick up. So, alright, we're going to suck this gold up in the snuffer bottle with all the other gold. Alright, and I know there's nothing left in here because there's nothing in there, so. Alright, so actually, what I was thinking is, I am going to classify the second bag that I go through. I'm actually glad that I did it because it made the panning a lot easier to pan. So I'm gonna go classify the second bag, which will make this bag number 2. Write it down. This is bag number 2. So there you go. And then that one will be bag number 3. So I'm gonna go classify this bag. We'll be back when we start panning it. So we shall be right back. And just for good measure, I am going to change the water, so we'll have some nice clean water as well. And I'm going to go get the gold out of the snuffer bottles so we can keep all the gold separate. So I'll be right back when we get everything cleaned up and ready to pan bag number 2. Alright, so let me show you the gold from bag number 1. We did the snuffer dump and got all the gold in this metal cup here. Very cool. Some awesome looking stuff. So again, we got some clean water, as you guys saw. Let's put some jet dry in there. And let's mix it up a little bit. Remember I said I was going to come back when we got done classifying it? Well, we got done classifying it. Here's the -20 material. Here's the plus 20 material. And here's the plus 10 material. We got it all separated, so now we're going to start panning it out. And again, I saw most of the gold in the minus 20 material, so we're going to pan it out first. There, we got about 2/3 of the material in the pan right now. I'm going to start panning it on camera, and then I'm going to go off camera and pan the rest and come back when we get done panning it. So let me pan a little bit on camera. Again, classifying it makes it way easier to pan, especially the bigger material, because with this darker material the gold just stands right out. Alright, so I'm going to go pan the rest of this material. We'll be back when we get done panning the minus 20 material. We shall be right back. Alright, we got all the minus 20 material all panned out, and let me show you the gold that we got from all of the plus 20 material. Let me zoom you guys in. Check out that super fine gold over here. Gets a little bit chunkier as we go this way. This is the chunkiest stuff. And there is some wire gold in there too. 2 pieces, one on the end and one right there. Second piece in. Some very awesome looking stuff. Awesome looking gold. Let me zoom you guys back out. Alright, so now we're going to suck the gold up in the snuffer bottle. Alright, so I'm going to go through that little bit of material one more time just to make sure there's no more gold. And then we're going to start panning out the plus 20 material. And we'll be back to show you the gold. So, we shall be right back. Alright, we just got done panning the plus 20 material. So now let's back pan it and see if there's any gold in it. Let me pour the water out. Alright, let's zoom you guys in. Check that out. Some nice chunky gold. Or chunkier gold, I should really say. That is awesome. There's probably about 25 pieces there, which is very cool. So let me zoom you guys back out. Alright, let's suck this gold up in the snuffer bottle. Alright, I'm going to go through this material one more time, but I really don't think there's any gold in it, which there is not. So, alright. So now we're going to go start panning the plus 10, and we'll be back when we're done panning the plus 10 material out. We'll be right back. Alright, so we just got done panning out the plus 10 material. So now let me show you the gold that we got. We got one lone little picker there. Let me zoom you guys in. Check it out. One awesome little, I just picked it up before. There we go. See? We picked them up. So, one little picker, very skinny. So, hopefully we got the 1/2 gram out of this bag. Let me zoom you guys out. Alright, let's suck that gold up. Alright, we got that gold sucked up. I'm going to go clean out my catch pan, get some fresh water. I'm going to go classify bag number 3, and we'll be back when we start panning bag number 3. So we shall be right back. Alright, we got all that pay dirt from bag number 3 all classified. Let me show you. Here's the plus 10. Not a lot of material. Here's the minus 10 plus 20 material. Not a lot of material. And the least amount of material is the minus 20 material. And that's it. I mean, it barely fills the corner, so... Alright, we're going to come back when we are ready to pan the minus 20 material. So we shall be right back. Alright, so we just got done panning the minus 20 material. So now, let me show you the gold that we got for the minus 20 material. Alright, let me zoom you guys in. A nice amount of gold right there. That is awesome. And yeah, still some super fine gold over there. And yeah, there's some chunkier gold over here. Alright, let me zoom you guys back out. Alright, so now we're going to suck that gold up in the snuffer bottle. Alright, so I'm going to go through that material one more time, and then we're going to start panning out the plus 20 material, and we'll be back when we get done panning out that material. So we shall be right back. Alright, so we just got done panning out the plus 20 material. So now let me show you the gold that we got from the material. And let me zoom you guys in. Check that out. I think there's about 13 pieces there, and there is a couple small little tiny pieces up there. There's about 3 or 4 of them. Was really shocked to find those smaller pieces. And then this first piece up on here on top, that guy, that's a nice thick chunky piece. The rest are like very thin. Alright, now let's zoom you guys out. Alright, let's suck the gold up in the snuffer bottle. Make sure we got all of it. Alright, so I'm going to go through that material one more time. I'm going to pan out the plus 10 material, and we'll be right back when we get done panning that material out. Alright, so we just got done panning out the plus 10 material. So now let me show you the gold that we got from the material. A very nice picker, I guess, possibly. Let me zoom you in. Alright, there you go. Let's see if we can pick it up. Almost. There we go. Actually, yes, we can. So, a very nice picker. That's going to be interesting to see what that picker weighs. So, but there's the gold from the plus 10 material. So now let me zoom you guys out. Alright, so I'm going to suck that picker up. All right, so we are going to go do our snuffer dump, and we'll come back when we get all the gold in the metal tray. So we shall be right back. All right, so we just got that gold out of the snuffer bottle. It is in that metal cup. Let me show you the gold from bag number 3. And there's the gold from bag number 3. Very nice little pile of gold. So that is awesome. All right, so I'm gonna go dry up the gold from bag number 3 because bag 1 and bag 2 are already dry, as you guys could see. So I'm gonna go dry up the gold from bag number 3, and then we are going to get away on it and see how much gold we got from each 3 bags. And we'll get an ROI as well. Remember, these bags are supposed to have a 1/2 gram guaranteed amount of gold. So we shall see if we get the 1/2 gram. And if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. It does help the channel. It's free. It doesn't cost you guys anything. And if you haven't already, if you are not a subscriber, please subscribe. That is also free. You'll get notifications as long as you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Still got some awesome paydirts to go through, but we will be right back when we dry the gold so we could weigh it up. We shall be right back. All right, we got bag number 3. The gold is all dried up. There you go. So now let's weigh it up and see what we get. All right, let's put our boat on. Let's zero it out. All right, you guys can see. So we're gonna weigh up bag 1, then bag 2, and then bag 3. So let's weigh the gold for bag number 1. And in fact, where's that nice chunky piece at? We're gonna weigh up this nice little chunky piece from bag number 1. Weighs 0.080 grams. 0.06. 0.070 for the other one. They both weigh 0.14. All right, which really don't make any sense, but okay. So now we're gonna weigh the rest of the gold from bag number 1. There you go, we got 0.780 grams. Not too bad. Pretty nice amount over the guaranteed 1/2 gram. Right, put that back on over there, zero it back out again. Now we're going to weigh the gold from bag number 2. And again, we're going to weigh that nice picker. Weighs 0.065. And now we're going to weigh the rest of the gold. There you go, we got 0.685. Not too bad. 0.1 under the other one. And now let's weigh up bag number 3. So let's see what bag number 3 weighs. I guess we could weigh up that nice chunky piece, that picker as well. That weighs 0.080. And let's weigh the rest of the gold. All right, we got 0.690 grams. So now let's weigh all the gold together. This is from bag number 2. Right over a gram right now. Wow, so right there, we are at 1.380. The guaranteed minimum amount is a half a gram each. So we're almost at the guaranteed amount. All right, bag number 1. All right, so right there we are over the guaranteed amount. And we still got some gold to weigh up. So let's weigh the rest of the gold. All right, there we go. We got 2.165 grams. That is awesome. So now let's put it in the gold case number 2. And let me show you what I wrote down. We wrote down Alaska Gold Paydirt from Kayla Johanson. We are going to write down 2.165 grams. So let me show you what we wrote down. We wrote down 2.165 grams. That's what we got. All right. Very awesome. So let's put it in the gold jar. Let me make sure there's no more gold in the weigh boat here. Put the top on it. I don't want to lose any of the gold. All gold does matter. So there you go. There's the gold. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to go figure out the ROI. We'll be right back when we figure it out. All right. So we just figured out the ROI. So each one of those bags was $70 each. Came to $210. We had to pay $22.58 for tax. There was no charge for shipping. So the total price was $232.58. I ordered those bags of paydirt on March 21st, 2023. Gold was $1,938.90 per troy ounce, which comes to $62.34 per gram. Our 2.165 gram gold value comes to $134.97. So with tax at a total price of $232.58. We got a 58.0% ROI. And if we didn't have to pay the tax at $210, we would have gotten a 64.3% ROI, and that's without paying the tax. So, would have actually been better without paying tax, but it's up to you to figure which ROI is the right one. I did with and without. Very interesting material. There's nothing out there like it. It's actually pretty cool to go through. Awesome stuff, and I may come back around and try it again sometime. But right now, I think we're good. But don't forget to take a look at the pictures at the end of the video. Be safe and be well, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.